everyone. It's good to see you all. Today I'll be discussing my business, Stuuli. 3 years ago, as an international student in the UK, I fell for an accommodation scam. I was looking for an accommodation close to my internship company, and found one on a popular website, a popular advertisement website, and decided to contact the landlord. I contacted the landlord and booked a viewing, and after taking video recordings of the room and also showing my parents to just get their feedback and the price being affordable enough, I decided to book the accommodation immediately after the landlord agreed to give me the keys by 5 p.m. I was really excited to have a new place and was already getting ready to move. And at 5 p.m., I contacted the landlord again. I contacted the landlord and he asked that I give him 1 hour and call back for him to complete preparing the room. By 7 p.m., I contacted the landlord and he told me his friend had actually come to my place to drop the keys off. And I was completely shocked because this did not happen. He kept on insisting, and this was when I found out that I had been scammed. So I went to the police and reported what had happened, and I was directed to a civil investigator to report my case. I did not hear back from them till after 6 months when they told me they had caught the landlord and wanted me to come over to the UK to testify in front of a court. Based on the advice from my parents, I declined and did not hear from them again. A lot of my international student friends have faced even worse experience than this, with little or no help. And due to this negative experience I encountered, I decided to teach myself how to code, how to learn web development, and create Stuuli. So Stuuli is basically a central information hub for international students. On Stuuli, students can find secure information that is targeted to them, and businesses can easily advertise their products or services to students. So Stuuli is founded by me. I am a computer science and business administration student. And so I have experience creating websites and also marketing. I'm currently an international student in Canada, and I maintain the Stuuli site and all the listings on the website and all the functions on the website. My colleague, Dylan Bob, is a business administration graduate from Selkie College, and he helps in also marketing Stuuli. And together, pre-COVID, we went to various small businesses in the Kootenay region to advertise Stuuli to businesses. Now, in the international population is growing. It has been growing through the years. For example, in enrollments, the enrollments of international students tripled to over 642,000 in 2019. The international student population in Canada grew by 13% in 2019. And in 2020, the international students paid more tuition fees than domestic students of about $32,000. And amongst the 15 popular countries where international students come from, India, China, South Korea, Vietnam, and Brazil are the top 5 countries. So the main issue Stuuli aims to tackle is the lack of access to information international students face, safe information, and also the inability to form connections. And this is mainly due to sometimes the language barrier or differences in culture. In terms of lack of safe information, our 3 main competitors are Facebook, online classified ads like Kijiji and Indeed, and various colleges. And on this platform, students face a lot of online scams, like I did, ranging from accommodation scams to government scams to job scams. In addition, students are given so much information, sometimes it's difficult to actually find information when they browse through various websites. For example, a student who is looking for accommodation would have to browse through different websites to be able to find an accommodation that suits his or her needs. And finally, the information that appears on these platforms is not personalized, and sometimes it's not targeted to students, does not offer what students need. Stuuli aims to be the solution to these 2 main problems by being a centralized hub where international students can find information that is safe and businesses can easily advertise and reach students. So Stuuli means student university life. Now, what makes Stuuli unique, what makes us different is we focus on students. So all the listings that are presented on Stuuli are targeted mainly to students. We support entrepreneurial students, so students who have different skills are able to showcase their skills and also share this with other students. And this is also tied to our student-led community, which we promote on Stuuli, where students can support each other. For example, established international students can also help new international students who just come into the country. And also the personalized experience on Stuuli, where students are able to choose the kind of listings they want on their website or application. So how Stuuli works is currently our website is live, and students are presented with 4 sections: accommodation, jobs, events, and deals. And basically we use an API, which is a computer software that pulls listings from different websites like Indeed, but after getting permission. And through collaborating with businesses, we also get listings to allow them to advertise their products or services. And we also collaborate with different student unions in various colleges to be able to easily reach their students. So when you create an account on Stuuli, you can create a listing. This listing is submitted to us, reviewed automatically to ensure it's not spam or it doesn't seem too good to be true. And then it is finally published on the website or app. On the student application, on the Stuuli application, a student is presented the options to choose their college, and then the listings in that area is then presented to them. Students can benefit from the notifications of regular listings on the app. We also ensure that only students are able to access the application or website through their student emails. And we also promote a social connection on the website where students are able to interact with other international students and share resources and information. So the main personalization aspect of Stuuli is the ability, in addition to be able to allow students to choose the kind of listings they want, is the ability to choose your language on the app. So this makes it much more easier for an international student, for example, from India or China or Asia, to be able to understand the information that is presented on the app. So our revenue model is through membership monthly payments. We charge $8 to students, and through this payment, students are able to access the Stuuli app or website. They're also presented with notifications on when listings are updated on the app, also with personalized emails based on the listings they've chosen. And they also have the ability to create free listings on the app. We also charge minimum of $100 for advertisements to businesses or also student bodies to advertise banners, social media ads, and also email campaigns, which are sent to students. We also charge $25 for listings to businesses and landlords to be able to create listings on the website or app, and also reach qualified students that actually need their service. Since its founding in July 2019, we have been able to partner with a Facebook group, which has about 82,000 international students globally. And through this group, we're able to easily reach international students and also make it easy to market to them. So when they get a scholarship in the college and they come into a new country, they're already aware of the services Stuuli provides and are able to use Stuuli as a central information hub for themselves. We have 228 Facebook followers comprising of students from mainly Selkie College, because I'm a graduate of Selkie College. And we have about 280 students who are registered on our website currently. So the future good plan for Stuuli is to scale to various universities across Canada. So we would be partnering with various student union bodies in each college to be able to easily reach students and advertise our services to students. We plan to also expand our list of businesses and landlords to be able to provide them with students who are qualified and also who are in need of their services. Finally, we plan to expand our offerings to students to provide more information, more resources, and more value to students to make their student life better while studying. Finally, we would like support in getting connections, in making connections with people who allow and enable us to grow Stuuli, and also investment of about $50,000 to be able to develop Stuuli to make student lives better. That investment will be 40% of that will be spent on the website and app to be able to install the features that were discussed earlier. 25% will be spent in marketing, and including social media marketing, email campaigns, and also actually visiting various colleges to discuss with student unions. And also 35% will be spent on improving the business operations of Stuuli and also employing workforce. Thank you.
Okay, Wesley, great work on that pitch. Thank you so much. Once again, it's time to hear from our panel of judges for the. All right, so we are going to start off with a question from Sue Ross. Go ahead, Sue.
Thanks so much, Wesley. It's good to see your presentation again. I know we had a conversation about a year ago about the platform, and it's really great to see how it's progressed and evolved over the time period. My question for you right now is around the membership cost for the students. So would you be able to kind of walk us through the rationale of charging the students the $8 fee?
Sure thing. This is basically based on the value we're providing to students. Based on the previous points I pointed across of what we're offering students, being able to be a centralized hub and also providing a secure hub for students. This is why I and my partner, Jolene, chose this amount.
Thank you.
All right. Let's move on to Traction on Demands. Beck, you have a question for Wesley.
Hi, Wesley. I'm sorry to hear that you had such a bad, a bad story that turned into a great product idea for you. I'm interested in, as you scale and as you go into the other universities and locations where you're not based, how do you plan on verifying, like, to make sure that people don't have that same bad experience that you had, that people are actually who they say they are? How do you plan on scaling that kind of verification?
Sure, thanks for your question, Beck. So we would again focus on mainly verifying students through their student emails. Every student has a student email which they use at college, and for businesses, we would be viewing the listings that appear on our website using spam software to ensure that the information provided through each listing is, doesn't sound too good to be true. We would also be communicating with various businesses or landlords who publish their listings on the website to ensure it's valid.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's turn the stage over to Tiffany for her question.
Hi, Wesley, good to see you. And great job on your product development, and it is really exciting to see how far you're taking this and just your passion about it. It's great. Just curious, of your registered users, just curious if those also include any businesses and advertisers. How is that gone, trying to gather some advertisers or marketing into the site?
Thanks for your question, Tiffany. So yes, that number also includes businesses. We have about 7 businesses that have registered with us and are advertising and providing listings on Stuuli. Due to COVID, we haven't been able to actually meet businesses physically, but and due to restrictions on our marketing and budget plans too. But we aim to work on this as we progress.
And those are mainly just local businesses, Wesley?
Yes, sir. Yes, there's some local businesses in Kasuga and Nelson.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now I'm going to turn it over to Henry. I'd like to hear your question for Wesley, please.
Thank you very much. Wesley, I'm going to volunteer to help you get into all the Apartment Owners Association in Western Canada. I'm a real estate investor, so there's a lot of Apartment Owners Association. If you're not already in there, I'll help you with that. But my question is, when you have a kind of a matching system like this, what about if there's a dispute? Will you get involved in the dispute resolution game as part of this?
As we develop and as we grow to be a support system for international students, this is something we would definitely add to the features and services we offer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Bruce, I see you have a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks very much, Sean. Hey, Wesley, good to see your full proposal. Besides, beyond talking with you the other week, it gave me a much broader view of what you're taking on. My question is, how do you see, or do you see opportunities for automating the process to move from college to university? Because the more colleges and universities you have on your site, the more opportunities you're going to have to attract students, and otherwise, it could be a very costly growth curve in terms of bringing on new colleges or universities. Do you see opportunities for automating that process?
We haven't looked at automotive processes yet, automotive solutions to that process yet. We do plan on actually meeting various student unions and colleges to be able to physically provide the value that we're offering, and basically building our reputation in Southgate College first. We aim to use that as our platform to be able to visit these various colleges and present Stuuli as, you know, its impact basically on improving student lives. So this is something we'll definitely be looking into, the automation process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks.
All right, over to you, Tyler.
Thanks, Sean, and Wesley, great presentation, and great to see the build out that you've done thus far. In regards to your growth strategy, what you've laid out sounds rather resource intensive in regards to the team that you're going to have to build to deploy this initiative. Can you speak to your development plans and how you're going to attract and retain staff? Is it going to be organically from the users of the platform that have computer science skills, or where are you going to develop your team from?
So we would be discussing with other students too who have expertise in computer science. Again, we're also looking for funding to be able to actually employ professional computer and software designers to be able to allow us to create our app and add in the features that I discussed about earlier. So first of all, we'll start with discussing with friends who also have expertise in computer science. And then as we grow, we will be getting funding to then employ professionals who would help us in creating our platform, making it better.
Great. And just one last follow-on question. What would be your exit strategy for this business? Is it targeting another major in the Facebooks of the world, or is there more of a niche market for strategic, or is it just continue to grow?
The plan is to continue to grow and provide as much support for international students with Stuuli. So basically growing our offerings that we have for, to students. And this can range from providing guidance and support to the information we provide on the app. Okay. So we focus really on students.
Okay. If there are no other questions, we're going to wrap up our second presentation here. Thanks a lot, Wesley, and thank you, judges. Excellent questions.
Thanks, Sean.